Hello and welcome to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center for this matchup between the Houston Cougars and the Texas State Bobcats. We're minutes away from getting puck drop here in Sugar Land. It's the season opener for Texas State. The visitors from San Marcos. Houston, meanwhile, is 0-2 on the season. They lost to Texas A&M last weekend, 19-0 and 10-5. So we will step aside really quickly for the national anthem, then have puck drop right after this. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Ryan Zagrecki for this first ever University of Houston Cougar hockey broadcast on YouTube. So the Cougars will be moving left to right momentarily. Texas State and their dark visiting sweaters will be moving right to left. Starting lineups in net for the visiting Bobcats will be Colton Miller getting the start in goalie. Meanwhile, for the Houston Cougars, it will be Joseph Price in net. On the ice to start this game for the Bobcats, it will be Cooper Hunt, Nate Patek, Hayden Cox, Daniel Anderson, and Frederick Chagnon. Meanwhile, for the Cougars, as they talk things over one last time at their bench, They will start with Ethan Foreman, Grant Sturdevant, Edwin Zhao, Artur Sushko, so the Cougars talking things over. Andrew Gallagher also will start on the ice for U of H. So we are ready for some U of H hockey live here in Sugar Land, Texas. It's the Cougars and the Bobcats. It's Cox and Sturdevant at center, and we are underway. Houston will win the opening zone draw. It is Strusko in his own zone, gliding it to Zhao, trying to get it out of the zone. Hunt is there defensively for Texas State. For now, U of H will glide it out to center. Loose puck at center ice. The chopped at and retrieving is Grant Sturdevant for the Cougars. Behind his own net. Knifes it out to center, tipped by Zhao via foot race to the puck. And this will be icing, our first whistle of the game, coming with 19:30. Just 30 seconds into this frame. So same end on the ice for U of H. Sturdevant will take the face-off draw to the left of Price. Off the draw. It'll be kept in by Anderson at the blue line. He rattles it on around. Evett to it. Touches it back for Patek. Patek with some space. Quotes in. His shot just sails high. Anderson to it. He'll send one to the side of the cage. Ryan Evett sends it back around. Patek at the point. Slid on across. Anderson waits. Rips the shot. That goes to the opposite corner. Texas State keeping the pressure up. Alcala. Left side, a shot, and off the post, it stays out. Shantag with the opportunity. Patek now, his shot flutters toward the slot, bouncing puck. U of H trying to get it out of the zone. Chance is there for Texas State. And maybe far boards. Both teams poke at it. Alcala keeps it in, but will be pushed out by Sturdevant, and U of H will go off for much needed line change. Zhao sends it on around. Jennings, fresh off the bench, sends it out to center. Poked off. Zhao angles it just past the reach of Foreman. Texas State will reset in their own zone. Minute 40 gone by here in this first period. Texas State found the post, but it's still a 0-0 game. Schmidt dumps the puck in. Bilek to it first, or it takes a weird cam off the glass. Centering feed by Texas State, nothing doing. And the Cougars will clear it out to center. Jace Kuba for Texas State. Both teams battling with it at center ice. Will be dumped into the zone and out to center where U of H. Austin Droit with it. He gets checked to the ice, but not before he gets the puck in the zone. The Texas State will send it back out. Alexander Cardinal with it. Finds his man cleanly. Jennings plays it off the boards back for Cardinal. Cardinal just reset in his own zone. Pressured. He will send it out to center. Texas State to get back on side. Cardinal with it once more. 17-17 to go first period. Still no score. Cardinal sends it off the glass and all the way down. And icing will get waved off. Zalewski to it first. Gives a check to Jeremy Price. A couple of plays from each team in the corner. Sent on around. Clawton gives a check to Price. Clawton with it. Loose puck taken by the Cougars, but nice poke check by the Bobcats. Sends it back out to center. Alexander Cardinal, defenseman from Quebec, with it for the Cougars. Cardinal surveys. Long stretch pass. Goes off the skate of Hoffman down the ice. Also got his stick, so no icing. And now here come the Bobcats the other way. Cummins dumps it in. Pushed off by Price. Zhao on the backhand. Slaps it back out to center. Gets tangled in the skate of the referee. And Zhao settles it in front of his own bench. Sushko sends it up further. Sushko, left side. And this will be sent in on goal from the stick of Gilletti. the Cougars offensive zone. Zhao is able to keep the puck in, centering feed, and loose puck be taken by Texas State the other way. Hunt sends the puck in, turned over to Zhao, and Texas State keeps it in the zone. A shot just sails high from the captain, Cox. And here come the Cougars the other way. Potential 2-on-1, and just could not get a shot away. Goes off the stick of Hoffman. Still a 0-0 game. Hunt enters the zone for the Bobcats. Hunt, left side, maintains control behind the net, now far side. Hunt still with it. And had some trouble with it. It'll be taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman the other way. He gets poked off. Allows a couple of his teammates to go off for a change. Puck will be played in front of the U of H bench. Taken by the Cougars. Grant Sturdivant. Left point. And now here come the Bobcats. Potential 2-on-1 there on. A shot just goes wide from Chagnon. Behind the net of Price. Alcala with it, protecting. Corner. Alcala gets by one man behind the net. Wraparound chance, save made by Price. Gets in by Alcala. Leaves it. Weber winding up a try. That save made by Price. It'll be cleared by Foreman all the way down, and this one will go for an icing. 14:26 to go here in this first period. So on the ice for the Bobcats, it's Evett, Alcala, Zalewski, along with Shantz and Claughton. Cougars battling for it in the corner. Ethan Foreman is there, taken away by the Bobcats. Zalewski widens a shot, just sails high of the crossbar. Claughton keeps it in the zone. Droit sends it up. Margolis trying to clear it. A bouncing puck stays in at the blue line. So Texas State moves in. Evett behind the cage. Looking for the cutting Zalewski, and a loose puck in the slot area covered up by Joseph Price. 13:51 to go. First period, I mentioned before, season opener for Texas State. Cougars, they opened the season last weekend at home against Texas A&M. So back to live action. Bobcats win the opening, or the offensive zone draw rather. There's a shot on goal by Price. He makes the save. 13:45 to go. These two teams met back in 2023, the first season of UH club hockey. We'll get more of that in a moment. Claughton keeps the puck in for Texas State. And second effort, Claughton keeps it in once more. Allows Alcala to move it in and battle for it along the corner. Side of the cage. Cougars trying to get it out. Zalewski keeps it in. His shot just sails wide. Claughton keeps one towards Price. Again goes wide. Kept in by Zalewski at the point. Zalewski surveys. Sends it in deeper. Back towards Zalewski. Shot and off the stick of the defenseman Cardinal. Zalewski once more. A backhanded shot blocked by Cardinal. He's pressured by Evett. Chance is there as well, but Cardinal shakes off both of them, and he maintains control of it. Alexander Cardinal, he's able to get it out of the zone and out to center ice for Jeremy Price as he's taken off the puck. Cougars in the midst of a little bit of a change. Texas State player gets taken down. Shot on goal by Alcala, but again, a great save made by Jeremy Price to keep this a 0-0 game with 12:43 to go first period. Jaden Munoz will take the face-off draw for U of H. Billick will win it for the Bobcats. A shot, and it's tipped in front, and they score. Texas State strikes first. 12:39 to go in this first period.
7 from 55. That's 7 from 55 at 12:39. Got it, thank you.
So Jace Kubo will get credit for the goal assisted or Jace Kubo with the goal for Texas State as we're back to live action. Shushko is able to find Foreman at neutralize, bouncing puck. Foreman knifed on across the right to Texas State as they maintain control of it. So Daniel Anderson will get the assist on Kuba's goal. Texas State with a 1-0 lead. Margolis enters the zone. He's forced off of it. Schmidt on the backhand gets it out to center, but slapped back into the zone by Sushko. Rekor pressured by Sturdivant. Texas State far side. They entered the zone, but Cummins was offside. 11:31 to go, first period. I mentioned these two teams played back in 2023. That was the first year of U of H club hockey, or first year since the 1940s that the university had hockey on the campus. So because of that, it was a big win for Texas State in that series. As U of H enters their offensive zone. Played out to center. U of H resettles their defensive zone. Austin Droit with it. Droit surveys, sends it up, and Cummins is there for Texas State. Cummins, he will rattle it on around. Cardinal is able to poke it back out to center for U of H. Jesse Jennings slid across. He finds Cardinal neatly. Cardinal enters the zone on the backhand. A backhanded try would not go. And kept in the zone by Gurletti. Blue stick on the ice. U of H forces a turnover momentarily, but Chagnon gets it back and picks up steam for the Bobcats. Through center ice, weaving his way forward, poked off the puck, right to Hunt, back for Chagnon behind the net, wraparound try, and they score! So Texas State, with 2 goals in about 2 minutes, takes the 2-0 lead. So Hayden Cox with the goal for Texas State. He assisted by Chagnon and Hunt. Makes this a 2-0 game as we have an offsides. 9:57 to go in this first period. Munoz and Cox at the faceoff dot. Texas State with it. Claughton enters the zone. Claughton far side, sharp angle try, save made by Price. And to it is Sushko for the Cougars, kept in by Hunt along the boards. Hunt puts on the brakes, looking for Cox. Tips, but right to Zalewski, a try and save made by Price. Good job by Price not allowing a rebound. There's a little bit of extra pushing after the play. Zuvic gets some fresh legs on the ice. Grant Sudavant will take the face-off draw for the Cougars. Cox will win it. However, for the Bobcats, the pressure by Margolis forces the puck out to center ice, allows the Cougars on the laid offside to send it down. The Bobcats with it once more. Floated across, finds Chagnon along the boards. Bouncing puck allows Cougars to send it back out. Clawton puts on the brakes, forced down to the ice, maintains control of the puck, trying to get by a couple of players, and he does as he nicely sends the puck on around. Cox with it. Sharping will try. Save made by Price. Cox to his own rebound. Sends it back to the blue line. Zalewski settles it. Zalewski surveys. Wrist to try through traffic. Never found Price. Ricochets off to the far boards. And kept in once more by Zalewski. A bouncing puck this time. Zalewski falls onto the ice. But U of H sends it out to center. Getting by one man. Moving in. Gallagher's shot would not go. Margolis to the rebound. Margolis sends one towards the point. No one there. So U of H will have to regroup. 8:34 to go in this first period. Sent into the zone by Sturdivant. U of H off for a little bit of a change. Texas State will send it on around. Out to center with some speed. Evitt enters the zone. He's forced off the puck. Nice defensive play made by Sushko. And the Bobcats will have to reset once again. 8 minutes to go in this first period. Picking up steam. Patek moving in. Gets by the stick of Jennings. Puts on the brakes. Back for Evitt. Wrist to try. Goes off the skate of Jeremy Price. And Cardinal surveys on the backhand. Out to center. Kept in at the blue line by the Bobcats. So Sushko once more. Evitt is there defensively for the Bobcats. Couple of players in the scrum for both teams. Sushko looking for Cardinal. Still a loose puck. Kala leaves it for Patek. We'll leave it for Chance. Cross ice. Shot! And they score! It is now 3-0 Bobcats. So back to live action. Texas State with the 3-0 lead. And icing will get waved off as Hoffman is to it first. It's a shot through traffic. Save made by Miller. Another try just goes high. For that Texas State goal, it is Nate Patek with the goal for the Bobcats, assisted by Schmidt. As here comes the Bobcats with numbers. Kuba centering feed behind Weber. And now Kuba with it behind the net of Price. Plays it to the far side. Shot goes off the skate of a Cougar and out of play. 6:25 to go in this first period. A 3-0 Texas State lead. Cummins, Lou, Ricord, the forwards on the ice for the Bobcats. Cardinal will send it on around. Cardinal with it once more, gets by Lou. Lou, wearing number 95 for the Bobcats, plays it on around. We played off the glass out to center. Here come the Cougars. Some potential numbers, but nicely broken up defensively by Jake Ricord. Allows the Bobcats to come out the other way. Lou enters his own shot on goal. Save made by Price. Ricord with it. Centers. And dangerously floats through the blue paint. Cummins behind the cage. Looking for Lou. Goes past his stick. This one is skied out to center. This one will go down. Will it be an icing? It will. Stops the clock with 5:36 to go in this first period. So the Bobcats will get some fresh legs on the ice. Chagnon, along with Cox and Hunt on the ice with Anderson and Patek. Munoz will take a face-off draw for the Cougars. Munoz wins it. He plays it out, but blocked at the blue line by Patek. Chagnon centers, Cox, and Hunt. Back for Chagnon, and he scores. It is now 4-0. With 5:23 to go here in this first period.
18 from 12 to 19.
So back to live action. Bobcats with the 4-0 lead. They have the puck in their own defensive zone. Actually going to give the goal to number 18 and not number 88. Patek on that goal. Dushko is able to find his partner Droit, and through center, Margolis into the zone, fighting with Patek, and a couple of Cougars hit the ice. So this one is played on around by the Bobcats, kept in, a shot, deflects in front, and to it first is Margolis, centering. Hunt is there, bouncing puck. Margolis gets it back in the corner. Centers once more, left circle, in front, nothing to it. Another try, and it pinballs around. That was Sturdivant in the slot for the Cougars. Margolis on the ice, he blocks a clearing attempt by the Bobcats as it's kept in at the right point, and again kept in by Sturdivant. Now Cougars with some offensive zone pressure. That far near corner. Jeremy Price is in there for Houston, but Cox comes out with it, the captain for the Bobcats. U of H will have to resettle it down at center ice, right at the blue line. Cox keeps it in the zone. A couple of players still on the ice for both teams. But as we play on, 3:33 to go, first period. Battle in that near circle. Chagnon comes with it. Chagnon. Back for Weber. Weber behind the net of Price. Blue line, Clawton shot, hit the defensive body of Foreman in front. Never found Price. Clawton's able to keep it in at the left point. Winding up a try, blocked again by Foreman. Alcala for the Bobcats. Circles, creeps in, shot, hit his own man, Chance. Chance with it, he circles, cross, centering feed, could not find Alcala. Clawton creeps in from the point. Clawton back to Weber, winding up a try, that's blocked by the skate of Sturdivant, and U of H is able to clear it down the ice where it will go for an icing. 2:34 to go, first period. Face-off will come to the left of Jeremy Price. Goalie in net tonight for Houston. Belek and Sturdivant in the face-off circle. Cougars with it at the side of the cage. They get it away from danger, and it eventually finds its way out to center ice as Price is down in his net. And a little bit of pushing after the play. I don't think any penalties are coming from this. Just a stoppage of play. So that will bring the face-off back out to neutral ice. Zalewski, Bilek, Clotton, Kuba on the ice for the Bobcats. Jesse Jennings will take the face-off draw for U of H. Jennings will win it cleanly. This is floated out to center off the stick of Jeremy Price. Back the other way, moving in. Bobcats circling. Clotton, right point. A shot just goes wide. That's at the side of the cage. Bobcats with it. And it'll be cleared by Jacob Price. 2 minutes to go in this first period. A little bit of miscommunication by the Bobcats. Has the puck still in their defensive zone. Now they will get it out through center, down the ice. U of H sends it right back out. Zalewski can't touch it. It'll be an offsides. He elects not to touch it and allows the Cougars to clear. So they go off for a little bit of a change. A minute 24 to go, first period. Kept in momentarily by Jeremy Price. So he's actually able to keep it in and send it all down behind the net of Miller. Or a delayed penalty coming up. So Bobcats. Delayed penalty call. Miller skates to the bench. Moving in. Lou shot and saved by Price. So our first penalty will be on Houston. It'll be a cross check called on Jeremy Price with 1:03 to go in this opening frame. The Bobcats on the power play for the first time this season. Tech turned over. Here comes Cardinal for the Cougars. Plays it to Munoz to his left. Munoz fights through the check. Munoz in deep. Cougars short-handed in their offensive zone, but now here come the Bobcats. Hayden Cox, the captain for the Bobcats with speed. Left side shot, and he scores. Power play goal by Texas State. Just 21 seconds into the power play gives them the 5-0 lead.
Texas State power play goal number 19 at 42 seconds. Number 19.
So now quickly the other way, here comes Hunt. Hunt moves in, shot, top shelf, and he scores. Just 7 seconds later off the face-off. And just like that, Texas State with the 6-0 lead. So Cooper Hunt just 7 seconds after Hayden Cox with the goal. Just like that, it is a 6-0 Texas State Bobcat lead. Cougars trying to get the end of this period off the face-off. They enter their own zone. Foreman centers. Zhao towards the net, and it will be covered by Miller. So Hayden Cox will get the assist on Cooper Hunt's goal. So that's 3 points 4 points this period by Hayden Cox. 2 goals and 2 assists. As behind the net it goes. Weber with it. 8 seconds to go in this frame. Bobcats trying to get one last opportunity. Broken up at center by Zhao. Zhao the other way. One last shot. horn sounds, and that is how we're going to end this period. So at the end of the first period, it is Texas State 6, Houston 0. So we'll be back for the second period right after this. You're watching the first ever University of Houston broadcast here on YouTube. Hello and welcome to the start of the second period here in Sugar Land, Texas. We had a little bit of a Zamboni delay about halfway through the cleaning of the ice, but it got fixed, and after a few minutes of a delay, we are about ready to get set for the second period of hockey. Texas State with the 6-0 lead. To recap a bit, in that first period, they got goals from Jace Kuba, 2 goals from Hayden Cox, along with Nate Patek, Chagnon, and Cooper Hunt. I believe in the arena they gave Chagnon, number 88, credit his goal to number 18, Patek, but looked at the replay on YouTube and it was definitely 88, not 18, so Chagnon with the goal. So it is 6-0 Texas State. We'll flip sides, and this frames for U of H. Their white sweaters with the red interlocking UH logo across the chest, moving right to left. Texas State will be moving left to right. Their dark sweaters with the Bobcat across the chest. And it looks like we are going to have a goalie change for the Cougars in this period. So Joseph Price started this game for Houston. Now it is Kazan Cronrath in net for the Cougars. Colton Miller in net for the Bobcats. So looks like we are ready to get set. It's Hunt, Cox, Chagnon, the forward on the ice for the Bobcats, Patek, and Anderson, the defense. Grant Studemont ready to take the face-off at center ice for Houston, and we are underway here in this second period. Anderson has to go back to his zone to retrieve the puck. Patek with it, pressured by Foreman on the forecheck. Chagnon in deep for Anderson. Defensive zone for the Bobcats. Chagnon has to go retrieve it. Foreman again on the forecheck. Bobcats trying to get it out of the zone. Sturdivant is in there for U of H along with Sushko. Battle point right at that blue line, right below us. And Cougars still able to keep the puck in the zone. Eventually flips off the glass down the ice, and here comes Hunt with some space. Hunt moves in. He gets pressured defensively by Zhao. Hunt trying to shake off Zhao. Zhao's still right there behind him. A delayed penalty coming up. This is going to be on Texas State. And the Cougars will go to the power play for the first time tonight. And we're going to have a goalie switch again. So Joseph Price, who started this game, played all of the first period. He hops back on the ice 50 seconds into this frame as the Cougars are on the power play. Cross-check is called on Daniel Anderson. As a one-time shot, and he scores! Austin Droit power play goal puts the Cougars on the board. So just a couple of seconds into the power play. Nice one-timer from Austin Droit. Top shelf. It is 6-1. Texas State with the lead. Texas State. Clawton winding up a shot through traffic, and it just goes wide of the cage. Cougars clear it up, can't quite get it out. A tipped shot in front, bounces wide of the cage once more. Alcala in deeper, floats one towards the slot, kept in. Evitt shakes off one man. Evitt, excuse me. will be cleared by the Cougars all the way down the ice. And another trap shot, and just what a save made by Miller off the slap shot in deep by Gruetti. Clawton now comes the other way for Texas State. Clawton moves in and broken up, but kept in the zone. A shot on goal, gloved out of the air by Price. So 6-1 our score, 17:26 to go in this second period. Face off in the Bobcats offensive zone. They will win the draw. Along the far boards, Balek in the corner. Pressured by Cardinal, defenseman for the Cougars. Bobcats maintaining control side of the net and forced off to the far boards. Cougars trying to clear it out of the zone. They do. And here come Cougars with speed. Shot! Kick save made. Munoz with the shot on goal. Cardinal battling two Bobcats in the corner, protecting the puck. Forced free. Here comes Texas State. 2-on-1 if they hurry. And just go with the play, and Bobcats enter off sides. A little bit of extra curriculars after the whistle. So Cuba and Munoz both head to the penalty box. Offsetting penalties, so we're going to play 4-on-4. So 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Weber. And a stoppage of play. The clock here at the arena did not start. So we will redo the face-off as they get the clock squared away. They have to enter. Cuba's penalty was not entered on the scoreboard either. So now Cuba's penalty is on the scoreboard, shows 4-on-4, and we are back underway. Schmidt with it for Texas State, looking for a record. He finds him. Jeremy Price is in there for Houston, behind the net of Miller. More open ice now. Weber gets by one man. Weber picking up steam. Right side, tries to get by Sushko. And broken up. Weber still trying to battle for it. In front, backhanded shot or backhanded try would not go. Poked away by Shushko as a slap shot from the point misses everything. Record keeps it in the zone. Schmidt, missed the try, just would not go. Price with the save. And he was trying to get it out, and they do. This one will go all the way down, and it will be an icing. Deep, Texas State with it, centers, Lou, shot through traffic, it deflects off bodies and out of play. So 58 seconds to go of 4-on-4, 15:38 to go in the second period. Back to those penalties. Munoz was called for a roughing penalty, meanwhile Cuba's penalty was a high stick. So Patek rattles it on around. Bobcats in their own offensive zone. A big check along the boards. That's going to be a penalty. Delayed penalty coming up on U of H. So Miller skates off to the bench for the extra man. The Tech will reset in his own defensive zone behind the empty net. So he comes out with it. Tech plays it back behind Evitt, so Cox has to regroup. Hoffman is on the forecheck. Cox with some speed. He has 2 goals already tonight. Captain for the Bobcats. They'll be touched by Cardinal. So Houston, Andrew Gallagher will skate to the penalty box. I believe this is going to be, or actually it's going to be a roughing call.
24 for roughing and 14-58.
So it will be a 4-on-3. U of H has 4 guys on the ice right now. So 18, not 8. So that Edwin Zhao skates off. So 4-on-3 for the next 18 seconds. Jushko, one of the 3 Cougars on the ice. Taken away from him. Clotton winding up. Sends one intentionally to the corner, looking for Cox. Cox gets it back. Cox knocked across. Clotton surveys shot in front. It's tipped, and Chagnon could have tipped it in. Chagnon gets tipped down to the ice, and we're going to have a lot of extracurriculars right here, as Price, the goalie, is in there as well. Penalty to Munoz and Cuba has expired, but we're going to get more out of this. Miller, the goalie for Texas State, is all the way at center ice. So he saw his counterpart, Jacob Price, get in that scrum. Now Jacob Price sees Miller. Has some words. So the referees are going to sort all this out. 14:36 to go in this second period. 2 referees, 2 linesmen. Right now it looks like Jeremy Price is in the penalty box for U of H. Mentioned before, Jeremy Price started this game for U of H. And then for the first 50 seconds of this second period, Gronrath was in net. Then after the first whistle, Price came back out. So the referee giving an explanation to the head coach of the Bobcats, Barry Cummins. Now the ref will skate on over to the Houston side, give an explanation to Coach Chris Bilek. These 2 games, tonight and tomorrow, will be the only 2 times these teams will meet this season. They played 2 times before, never at Texas State. All games here at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Those 2 times they met before was back in 2013 in U of H's first season of the revival of club hockey. Because it was that first month back for U of H, Texas State won both games 16-0 and then 11-1. So right now there are 5 Bobcats and 4 Cougars. I'll get an explanation of the penalties in a moment, but it looks like it'll be a power play for Texas State. Looks like it's just going to be offsetting penalties. So 1:24 to go on the power play for Texas State. as
On
foot cross.
UMH, we have number 39 for roughing, and we have number 3 for roughing. Number 3's penalty
It's a shot,
will be served
gloved out of the air by Price.
On the Texas State, we have number 19 for roughing and number 88 for slashing.
So after those flurry of penalties, including a roughing called on the goalie, Price is just a simple 5-on-4 power play. Clawton surveys, straightaway shot, kick save made by Price. It's loose in the paint, squirts free. Then behind the cage, Texas State trying to recover it. They do in that corner. Back to the point, Clawton surveys across. Alcala plays it off the boards. Bouncing puck evades multiple sticks. Alcala gets it right back. Alcala knifed across. Anderson shot tipped by Hunt, but right into the glove of Price. Off ensuing face-off draw. Texas State behind the net. Clawton, blue line. Anderson creeping in. Clawton, one-timer, couldn't get much on it. Goes right to the point. Clawton gets it right back. Back for Anderson, right circle in front. Broken up by Cardinal, but Clawton keeps it in the zone. Cardinal winds a shot. It deflects, ricochets off to the far boards. Clawton retrieves. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Penalty has expired. We are back at even strength. Centering feed broken up by Cardinal. Cardinal will protect in his defensive zone. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Droit with it for the Cougars. He will send it out to center, where it will be retrieved by Billick. Pressured on the forecheck by Sturdivant. Kuba with it. Gets by one man. He'll give chase in the corner. Cardinal behind the net for Houston. Pressured by Kuba. Hoffman is there as well for Houston. And this will be played off the glass and down the ice. Will this be an icing? It will. Stops play with 12:13 to go in the second period. Grant Sturdivant in the face-off circle along with Brennan Cummins, son of head coach Barry. Cardinal. We're in the blue line record. Left circle shot on goal, saved by Price. So this allows Cougars to get a 5-man line change. Zhao's just go. Jacob Price hop on along with Jesse Jennings and Jonathan Margolis. Cougars win the defensive zone draw. It is Jennings tipping up further for Margolis. Yeah, but here comes Patek the other way for Texas State. Patek behind the cage. Maintains control. Near side. Gets the cycle going, but broken up. And allows Jacob Price to set it all the way down. And this one will go for an icing. Hayden Cox, captain for the Bobcats, will take the face-off draw in his offensive zone, opposite of Jennings. Cox will win it. Zalewski sends it in deeper. Chagnon centering feed broken up by Sushko. And kept in at the blue line by the Bobcats, angled behind the net. Just go to it first for Houston. Plays it along the boards, taken back by Texas State. Bobcats circling with it. It is Cooper Hunt in deep. Cox centers and couldn't get a clean shot attempt. Shengyan with it still. Catches an edge, falls down. But Clopton sends one wide off the stick of Jusko. Big check along the boards by Jennings. And this will be cleared by Houston back out to center. Clopton poked off, a shot sails high. Goes wide of the net of Price. To it is Jusko. Touches it along further for Jacob Price. Cougars denied entry at the blue line. And here comes Cox. His shot deflects off the bodies and out of play. Almost halfway through this second period. Munoz will take the face-off draw for Houston. Alcala will for the Bobcats. Houston with it in their defensive zone. Off the backhand, sends it out to center ice. Houston wanted a cross-check on the play. They're not going to get it. The Bobcats send it back into their own offensive zone. Cardinal spinning free, maintaining control. Gets taken away from him. Patek keeps it in at the left point. Tipped out right in the front of the cage. It's loose. Bobcats maintain control, and a hand pass will be called. And it looks like we're going to have a goalie change for Texas State. So hopping off is Miller, and hopping on is Shane Rourke. So Rourke, native of Colorado. He will see some action tonight. We're about halfway through this game. It's both goalies presumably playing a half tonight. U of H again clears. This one will go down. Texas State will touch it to negate the icing. Back at center ice. Cougars trying to get it into the zone. Captain for Houston Cardinal spins free. Goes off the skate of Droit. Back down, Alexander Cardinal. Evades one check in his defensive zone. And here comes Houston. 3-on-1. Munoz to his right. Shot and save made. Fresh off the bench is Rourke. And now here is Anderson for Texas State. Will send it on around. Alexander Cardinal to it. Cardinal shakes free. Without a stick, that's Ryan Evatt pressuring defensively for Texas State. Now Evatt gets his stick from the ice. Houston just trying to clear the zone. Dalton Hoffman. Broken up by Evatt. In front, just slapped above the crossbar. Another try for Texas State at the circle. Could not find Price. Texas State maintaining control momentarily. Now it's Hoffman. And it's kept in. Bobcats with the pressure. Far circle. Shot just goes wide. As Billick with the shot for Texas State. Droit has the lone goal tonight for Houston. Gets the puck out of the zone. Munoz. Saucer pass. Finds his man Price cleanly. Hoffman. So U of H using this time for a line change. Now here comes Texas State the other way. They're on 2 if they hurry. Weber moves in. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Nice defensive play made by Artur Shushko for Houston. A couple of players hitting the ice. Puck in the Houston offensive zone to our left. And a couple of players still hitting the ice behind the play. Referee looking at it. No penalty coming. Still no penalty coming. Now the referee will play dead behind the play. Ref just had enough. And it'll send both players off to the penalty box. Looks like that's Grant Sturdivant for Houston. And Leo Bilek for, or no, excuse me, that's, yes, that is Leo Bilek. Let's get off to the bench. Now let's get back to the penalty box. So those will be offsetting roughing penalties. They were just tangled up behind the play for what seemed like a long time. And then eventually play was blown dead. Now Smith is entering the penalty box for Houston. So there's 2 Cougars in the box, 1 Bobcat. And so it will be 4-on-4. And we will play on. So 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. As a shot just sails high. So we'll get to the penalties just a second. Clopton sends it back, but it goes out of the zone, so Bobcats will have to regroup. Behind the net, forced off the puck was Zhao, and it'll be cleared out to center. Clopton resetting for Texas State. Puts on the brakes, goes back to his right. Cummins sends it on around. So Cougars entering the zone. A delayed penalty going to come up. Texas State touches it, and a hooking will be called on the Bobcats. So Lou will head to the box for Texas State. So Cougars on the power play 4-on-3, and going back to the penalties on Sturdivant and Bilek. Both players got roughing and unsportsmanlike penalties called on them. So it is a 4-on-3. Lots of space. Cardinal enters the zone. Cardinal sends it back, but U of H will have to regroup at center ice. Droit touches it back. Cardinal with it. Cardinal on the backhand, sends it in deeper. We'll get it back at the left point. To his right, Droit. As we're now at a 5-on-4 power play. So one set of penalties has expired, so the 4-on-3 becomes 5-on-4. Cocked, shorthanded, gets by Droit. Sharp! And just goes off the crossbar and into the netting out of play. So 58 seconds left of Houston's power play. Blue in the box for hooking. Defensive zone draw for the Cougars. Berletti. Play it on around. And at center ice, Berletti touches it up further. But it'll be turned over to the Bobcats. Weber with it, looks at the scoreboard, sees 40 seconds to go on the penalty kill. And And kept in the zone by Munoz, goes off the skate of Schmidt and ricochets back out to center. So here's Weber with some speed. Weber enters the zone. Shot. I believe Price got a piece of that. 22 seconds to go on the power play. And a big scrub on that board. So that's going to kill a lot of time on the penalty. 8 seconds to go on the power play. U of H will get it. Get it out of the zone. Gerletti. Coming out of the box is Lou. So 5 on 5. We're back at even strength. Weber trying to fight off Price. Both of them get tangled up. They talk to each other. Delayed penalty coming up. This one will be on Houston. So Houston touches the puck. Price will go to the penalty box for a high stick, and Weber will go for unsportsmanlike conduct. .334 to go, second period. Texas State had a flurry of goals in that first period. But it's been just Houston with the goal scored in the second period. Another 4-on-4 forthcoming for both teams as they decide where the face-off will be. They'll put the face-off, or excuse me, 5-on-4 power play coming up for Texas State. Excuse me. So power play for the Bobcats. Face-off will be to the right of Price. So the referee cleaning things up at the scorer's table. Still talking things over, cleaning things up. So 3:34 to go, second period. The lone goal in this period was the power play goal by Austin Droit for Houston. It's Texas State leading 6-1. Face-off won by the Cougars as they are able to slap it out of the zone. Behind the net of Rourke. And here comes Clotton, plays it back. Klosky. Shantz can't get by Droit, so Droit will clear it all the way down. Rourke touches it for Clotton. Minute 30 to go on the power play for the Bobcats. Clotton denied entry at the blue line, but got the puck in front, and a shot, and they score! Shantz with the goal, power play goal, makes it 7-1. Garrett Shantz able to poke it home.
Texas State rules 10:55-6. That's 10:55-6.
So 2:45 to go. Ryan Evett, native of Richmond, nearby Richmond, plays it back. It's a shot. And through traffic, deflects off the high glass behind the net. Just goes there to break it up for Houston, and they are able to clear it out of the zone. Clawson resetting in his own zone for Texas State. Clawson gets it back, weaving his way through center ice. Clawson, chance, shot, just goes high at the crossbar. Trying to get a second goal of the game. Battle, chopping at it. And this one will be cleared up, and it will roll. Will it go for an icing? It will not. Icing is waved off. Now the Cougars in their defensive zone. Clawson breaks it up at center ice. Clawson crossing the blue line. Tipped on further. Kept in at the right point. Bobcats with some offensive zone time. Hoffman is there for U of H. So he's able to push it out of the zone. Anderson pressured by Munoz. He sends it all the way down. This one will go for an icing. So that will stop play with 1:08 to go in this second period. Both teams with a goal in this frame. Gallagher will take the face off and win it for U of H. But now here come the Bobcats the other way. Cardinal protecting, canceled out by Kuba. Both of them, they scrum, less than a minute to go in the second period. Still they battle for it. And now will be Texas State getting it free, centering feed at the side of the cage. And it goes off to the far boards, 40 seconds to go. And tipped out of the zone, and here comes the Cougars. Moving in, Cardinal gets by one man. Cardinal in front, he gets taken down. That's gonna be a penalty as it floats towards Rourke, who covers it. So with 26 seconds to go in this period, a penalty will be called. And so referees talking things over. This will be a Houston Cougar power play, so 29 of Texas State gets called for elbowing. '29 of Texas State is the only player on the ice I do not have a name for. And he does not have a name on the back of the jersey, so we'll see if we can get a name. But it will be a Houston power play. They are 1 for 2 on the power play so far tonight, as referee giving a discussion to Barry Cummins at the Texas State bench. So now we are ready to play again. Actually, it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play. So 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. So golden chance for Houston. So Kuba's in the box for cross-check, and the shot just goes wide. 15 seconds to go in this frame. Droit with it. Cardinal creeps in front. Ricochets side of the cage. 6 seconds to go. And 3 seconds. Cox with it for Texas State. He'll take it out to center. We will end the period like that. So at the end of 2 periods of play, both teams get a goal in that period. And when we return for the third period, it will be 1:34 remaining on Texas State's penalties. So Houston Cougar will have the power play for 1:34, 5-on-3 when we return. So Texas State still getting an explanation from the referee as they leave the ice. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. This is the first ever game of U of H hockey here on YouTube. Hello and welcome back. Sherland, Texas, the site of this game between the Houston Cougars and the Texas State Bobcats. Moments away from the start of the third period. A minute 34 remaining of Houston's 5-on-3 power play as Jace Kuba in the penalty box for Texas State got word in intermission that number 29 is Alexander Chan, listed on the roster as number 89, but tonight he's wearing 29. He is also in the penalty box for Texas State. Welcome back. Start of the third period, a minute gone by in this third period. Apologies for no play-by-play that previous minute. We have about 2 people up here in the booth doing the jobs of 3 people, so we appreciate your patience. But still a 5-on-3 power play for Houston, as Texas State will clear it down the ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play for the Cougars. As penalty has expired. Houston shot as a couple of Houston Cougars hit the ice. And it'll be kept in by the Cougars. Center sends one through the blue paint and wide, and here comes Texas State the other way. Bobcats, Evitt shot! Shoulder save made by Price. To it, first is Cardinal for Houston. Kept in by Zalewski. He will send one intentionally wide and go off to the far corner. Claughton keeps it in the zone. This one will be tipped up into the netting and out of play. So Joseph Price back out on the ice for the Cougars in net. If you were with us at the start of the second period, he's played all of this game except for the first 50 seconds of the second period. As face-off in the Bobcats offensive zone is pushed out to center. Backhanded wide of Price. Juszko will send it on around. Claughton will retrieve it at the neutral ice. McCord sends it back for Lou. Lou rattles it on around, takes a weird carom off the glass right to Price. He pushes it with his stick off to the corner, and Smith touches it up further. Artur Juszko leaves it for his partner Droit. Taken away, back for Juszko, who will backhand it past the reach of Margolis, and Zalewski will retrieve for the Bobcats. Gets in the skate of Jeremy Price, which is down to the boards. Jake McCord keeps it at the right point. And this one was skied out to center, where it will go for an icing. So the face-off will come all the way down to Sean O'Rourke. Came in about halfway through this game with 9:55 to go in the second period, relieving Colton Miller. Face-off to the right of O'Rourke. I believe I said Sean O'Rourke when I introduced him, but if I said Shane, I apologize. So this one goes all the way down. Cardinal behind his own net. Cardinal on the backhand. He will send it all the way down past the reach of Hoffman. And this one is going to be blown dead. I believe they called an offside. I believe the referee called the offsides. I could be wrong, but either way, face off in the Bobcats offensive zone. They will win the zone draw. Protect sends one high. Schmidt sends one on around. Foot race to it. Anderson is there for the Bobcats. He gets canceled out. Jennings sends it off the boards and up for the play on by Hoffman. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Hoffman to his right. Back to the try and oh, what a save made by O'Rourke. That was Foreman with a shot attempt for Houston. And now Cardinal settles it down in his own zone for the Cougars. He caught an edge, went to one knee, gets back up, sends it off the glass out to center. Schmidt in front of the Houston bench. Puck flitters over the bench and out of play. Guba's there for the Bobcats. Texans one up. And Cougars trying to get out of zone. It goes near Price, but Schuster is able to maintain control. And eventually it is played out to center. Chance leaves it. Guba into the glove of Price. Munoz off the face-off. He'll take it out to center for Houston. Puck evades a couple of players as Margolis gets checked into the boards. Entering the zone. Alcala forced off. Kuba takes it. Centers just behind Chance. I believe got tipped by a stick in front, but now Munoz back for Margolis. Touch pass along further. Shot and flex wide of the net. Here come the Bobcats. 7-1 lead, 2-on-1. In front, shot, save made by Price. And the Cougars are able to get it back out to center ice. This one goes just wide of Price. Two at first is going to be Alcala. Centering feed, deflects off the skate of Droit. Droit backhanded over the stick of Zalewski. This one will roll all the way down just past Rourke. And Blue now touches it further at center for Ibbett. It is behind Smith. Now he sees it, touches it back to center ice as he gets checked into the boards. 13:45 to go here in this third period. LaCour enters his own left side. His shot goes wide. Chagnon to it for the Bobcats, pressuring Cardinal. Cardinal sends it up. Zalewski stops it at the blue line. His shot blocked by Price. It was Jeremy Price with the shot block. He's able to clear it down the ice. And Texas State with some trouble behind the net of Rourke. Now the Bobcats are able to get out to center. Ryan Evatt with some speed. Moves through the zone. Leaves it for Hunt. Hunt Backhand a shot, and he scores. Cooper Hunt with the goal, but there is a penalty coming after that. So as it stands, it's 8-1, but Dimitri Schmidt skates off to the penalty box after the goal. So Schmidt gets called for the unsportsmanlike penalty. So it's still 5-on-5 as Chagnon gets checked into the boards. And Cooper Hunt gets the goal, assisted by Ryan Evans. This one is deflected out to center. So 5-on-5, but here's a 2-on-1 rush. Chagnon, shot just sails wide of the post. And now Sushko into the corner. Taken away by Cox. Cox just shoots one wide. He's looking for that hat trick goal. He got 2 goals back in the first period. Cooper Hunt, he also got his 2nd goal tonight. So Cox and Hunt both with 2 goals each. Puck right in front of Price. Cooper's able to get out to center, but Patek right back with some speed the other way, crossing the blue line. Shot! Shoulder save made by Price. He doesn't see the rebound, and it's in his pads. Nice job by Price. The save, and then also the rebound save. So 8-1 our score. Cougars get it in their defensive zone. They're able to angle it off the boards, and it will bounce out to center ice. Ryan Evett to it. Plays it to his right. Anderson weaving his way. Makes his way to the left side. Anderson centers, and the blue paint is whacked at. And Patek, a slapper, would not go. Patek keeps it in the zone. Alcala is there. Stick play by Sturdivant. Break it up. Now they battle for it along the boards. Cardinal, he gets poked off. Bobcats retake control. Alcala circling. Alcala to his right. Anderson gets pinned around, and it'll be find its way to Price, who will cover it for the whistle. So Jennings will take the face-off draw. Jeremy Price and Jacob Price also out the ice for the Cougars as the forwards. Jusko and Droit, the other 2 men for Houston. Texas State behind the net of Price is Chan. Plays it back to the right point, fluttering wide of the net. Billet in front. Blocked by Jennings. Jennings looking for Price through center. Price and Claughton gets taken down to the ice. This one will be a penalty. A holding will be called, and this one will go on Texas State. So with 10:16 to go in this third period, Houston will go on the power play as Connor Claughton is in the penalty box for holding. Munoz take the face-off draw for the power play unit for Houston. He will win it cleanly. Cardinal sliding across blue paint. Shot deflects off sticks in the shot slot. A shot attempt by Hoffman would not go. Save made by Rourke. And here comes the Bobcats. 3-on-2. Short-handed rush. Shantz puts on the brakes. Plays it to his right. Back for Shantz. Settles down the bouncing puck. Alcala left side shot and he scores. Short-handed goal. Alcala. So a minute 34 to go on the power play.
53, and 10. 53, 23, 10. Short-handed.
This back to live action goes over the glove of Strusko. So Cougars still on the power play as this puck is tipped up into the air. Weber and Chance get the assist on Alcala's short-handed goal. This puck is covered by Rourke. Minute 03 to go on the power play. And I believe the referee just called another penalty. An unsportsmanlike call against Anderson of Texas State. And Anderson, he's skating into the box, but the referee says to get off the ice with 9:19 to go in the third period. Daniel Anderson doesn't like it, but he will skate off to the locker rooms. So it looks like it will be a 5-on-3. There's only 3 Bobcats on the ice. Now the 4th Bobcat will jump back on. So still a 5-on-4 power play for the next minute 03. As short-handed, Bobcats out to center ice. Broken up, nice stick play by Cardinal. Cardinal gets it right back. Captain for Houston tries to enter the blue line. He'll play it to his right. Gallagher moving near side boards. Texas State has it. They will clear it off the glass all the way down. Foot race to it. Chagnon and Cardinal, the 2 players from Quebec here tonight. Cardinal shakes him off. Entering the zone, moving in. That was Sturdivant. Gets checked into the boards. Now short-handed. Chagnon. Shot. Save made by Price. It's pushed off to the boards. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Droit. He has the lone goal tonight for Houston. His shot gloved by Rourke. And we'll have a whistle as Droit and Weber get into it. The far side. I believe the referee sending both players off. So Weber and Droit go off to the locker rooms with 8:15 to go in this third period. Both teams still talking things over. Decide where this face-off's going to be. There are 4 Bobcats, 4 Cougars on the ice. Referee signaling to the bench. This is a 5-on-5, so they need 1 extra Cougar to come on. Andrew Gallagher will jump back on the ice. 5-on-5. 9-1 is our score. Bobcats leading. We're back to hockey. Price with it. Or excuse me, that was Hoffman with it. So he gets poked off the puck. Skated around, kept in by Hoffman. Hoffman, he had 2 goals last Saturday against Texas A&M. He entered tonight's game as the Cougars' leading point scorer with those 2 goals along with an assist. As Hoffman has it, lost control of it, was behind him. Ryan Evatt enters the zone. Evatt moves in, left side shot, and a good save made by Price. Denying Evatt a goal. Ryan Evatt, as I mentioned before, from nearby Richmond, Texas, and he used to play for the Houston Junior Arrows 18U squad. And if you look around the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center here, you'll notice Houston Arrows logos and Houston Junior Arrows logos, as well as the core shot saved by Price. As Zaluski slaps a shot, that's blocked by Jacob Price, as now it finds its way to the goalie, Joseph Price, as again stops play. McCord takes the puck off the face-off. He will send it across, but it will go off a stick and into the Houston bench and out of play. I'll call in Jennings in the face-off circle. The referee discussing or clarifying something at the scorer's table. Now we're ready to play. Cougar is able to bounce it out of the zone. Retrieving is Zaluski. Sends it back into the zone. Rattled on around. Jacob Price along the boards, centering. Played off to the near side. Jennings, sharp angle, goes off the side of the net. Jacob Price sends it in deeper. Played on around Cardinal. He's double teamed. Belek is there for Texas State to take it away. Chance. Now it's an odd man rush for Texas State. 2-on-1 entering the zone. And great defensive stick play by Gallagher to negate that 2-on-1 opportunity. Bobcats not able to get a shot away. This one is cleared all the way down, and it will be an icing. So on the ice for Houston, it is Cardinal Gallagher, along with Jacob Price, Jeremy Price, and Jennings. Jacob Price, Jeremy Price, and Joseph Price, all triplets on the team, and all 3 currently on the ice right now for Houston. Hunt in deep for Texas State. Taken away by Jacob Price. Intercepted by Patek. He waits for his teammates to get back on side. Now he enters his zone. Sent one across Chagron. Couldn't cleanly get all he wanted on that shot attempt. And it'll be cleared and angled down the ice. Goes right to Rourke, who goes to his net to play it. Patek sends one behind the net. 5:48 to go here in this third period behind the net of Rourke. Bobcats come out with it. Cox. He enters the zone, but a penalty is going to be called as Margolis lost his stick because of a slash. So Patek will go off to the penalty box for the slash. So Houston back on the power play. Their lone goal tonight came back in the second period. That was on their first power play attempt of the night. Scored about 5 or 6 seconds into that opportunity. So Jennings. Now Houston sends it, or retrieving rather, back in their defensive zone. This is played back out to center. Bobcats volley it back into the zone behind the net of Price. Jennings, pressured by Chagron on the forecheck. Played on across for Sushko. Jennings enters the zone, forced off by Shantz. Texas State trying to clear the puck, and they do. Minute 20 to go on the power play. Gallagher surveys, run the net, angled off the boards. This one will go all the way down, and it will be an icing. Minute 07 to go on the Houston power play. So the power play unit for Houston, it is Gallagher, Jeremy Price, and Munoz, along with Foreman and Hoffman. Behind the net with speed, coming out of the zone, Gallagher crossing the blue line. Plays it back. Now Gallagher in deep, surveys, fresh off the bench. Slaps a shot, would not find the net. That was Cardinal with the slap shot, but it got blocked by the defense in front. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Cardinal plays it to his right. It is Hoffman. Scored 2 goals last weekend. Hoffman maintains control. He's pushed off of the puck by Clawton. Really battle for it. There's 3 Cougars there, and only Clawton. He's the only Bobcat. He's pinning it up against the boards. Now it comes free. Delayed penalty coming up. This one will be on Texas State. So Price goes off to the bench for the extra skater. Texas State touches the puck. And for 9 seconds, Houston will have a 5-on-3 power play. Cross check is the call on Clawton. So 9 seconds to go on the penalty to Patek, and he'll hop out of the box. It'll be a minute 51 of 5-on-4. So here's Cardinal, plays it to his left. Smith back. That's a shot, just would not go. Patek comes out of the box. We're now back at 5-on-4. And play is blown dead. Referee has words with Leo Belek. Belek, can't believe it, but referee got tired of something. He's just sending Belek off to the penalty box. So 5-on-3 for the next minute 45. Believe it may be an interference penalty. We'll get official word. A shot.
Penalty
Interference is officially the call. But now Evitt, shorthanded. 3-on-5, shorthanded, enters the zone, tries to get by one man, and he's killing off the penalty, but eventually will be taken away by Cardinal. So Cardinal gets by. 5-on-3 power play, but goes through the skate of Sturdivant. So Sturdivant will have to retrieve in his own zone. Bobcats go off for a change. Sturdivant enters. Margolis shot one and into the glove of Rourke. So 2:39 to go in the game. 59 seconds to go on the 5-on-3 power play for Houston. Jennings to take the face-off draw for the Cougars. Referee clarifying something with the Bobcats bench. Chan to take the face-off for the Bobcats. So the Bobcats will get it and clear all the way down. It is left for Price. Price tries to dump it in, goes off the linesman. That is Jacob Price. And now coming out of the way, it is Patek. Patek, short-handed, moves in, shot, and save made by Price. So 23 seconds to go on the two-man advantage for Houston. Spinning back with it is Shushko. And intercepted by Patek. Patek moves in. Patek, his shot goes off the stick of Sushko and up and out of play. So 7 seconds to go on the 5-on-3 power play. Then we'll have 15 seconds of a 5-on-4 power play. Just minute 48 to go in this game. McCord, short-handed, his shot goes right to Price, couldn't quite glove it, so we will play on. Clotton comes out of the box, so 5-on-4 for the next 10 seconds. And moving in the zone, back in it, shot, they score! Dalton Hoffman gets the power play goal. So Dalton Hoffman gets his third goal of the season, his first one tonight. Cardinal gets the assist on the goal. It is now a 9-2 game, as an icing will be called. Munoz takes the draw, but it'll be won by the captain of the Bobcats, Cox. As it is sent all the way down. Chagnon to it for Texas State. Crashed into the boards. A minute to go in this game. Cox plays it on around. Slide it. Clotton, a slapper, and a score! Connor Clopton makes this a 10-2 game. So we'll await official word, but
Texas State goal, number 6 from 88 is
Alcala moves in. Patek near side. So Clopton, he gets the goal, assisted by Patek. So that's Clopton's second point tonight. First goal along with an assist. There's another shot in front by Price. He has to poke it away. And this will be cleared by Houston. And we'll have a stoppage play. A penalty will be called with just 10 seconds left to go in this game. Patek heads to the box for the high stick call. But 10-2 is our score with 10 seconds to go. Texas State, they got a big lead early in this game, scoring 6 first period goals. We'll recap that in just a second. Houston will try to get one last goal, but the faceoff will be won defensively by Texas State. As this shot into the glove of Rourke with just 2 seconds left. So Rourke's glove save. That should do it. 2 seconds to go. Puck is dropped and horn sounds. So our final score, Texas State 10, Houston 2. Recap, Houston, they got goals from Austin Droit and Delton Hoffman, both power play goals. Meanwhile, Texas State, they got 2 goals from Hayden Cox, along with 2 goals from Hunter Cooper. Also getting in the scoreboard with goals is Kuba, along with Patek, Hunt, and Garrett Shantz. Austin Alcala also getting a goal for Texas State along with Connor Clopton. So these 2 teams will meet tomorrow right here in Sugar Land, the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. That will be a day game, 1:30 puck drop. We'll have the broadcast here on YouTube as well, and we'll have our friend Nick back tomorrow. So we'll have a full staff as opposed to tonight with 2 people doing the jobs of 3 people. But we appreciate your patience. This was the first ever Houston Cougar broadcast on YouTube, the 3rd season of UH Hockey. So that will do it for us tonight. I want to thank everyone who helped make this broadcast possible, including my producer tonight, Angie Simon. These 2 teams will meet here again tomorrow. Until then, I'm Ryan Zagrecki, thanking you for tuning in. Final score, Texas State 10, Houston 2. You've been watching UH Cougar Hockey. Good night, everyone.